Hey, what's up, YouTube? I have been away for a while. You've probably noticed. Not been making a whole lot of videos, and there's a lot of reasons for that. And so I wanted to make this video to do a couple of things. One, to let you know that I'm not dead. I plan on still creating content. I want to create more content. I kind of feel, and we'll talk about this a little more as we go on, but I sort of feel like maybe I need some guidance there as to what you guys want to see from me. I feel like so much of my YouTube career has been based on one thing, and maybe I'm not doing that thing as much anymore. And so I feel a little at sea in some ways, and I'll talk about that in a minute. But the other stuff I want to let you know is my life just has been insane recently. About a month ago, my father went into the hospital kind of suddenly, and we didn't really know what was going on. All we knew is that he was having trouble breathing when he laid down. And so that was obviously cause for concern, and so we started to check out that, took him to the hospital. Not to give you my father's whole medical history, but we found out he was having some issues with his heart. We don't really know why. Doctor doesn't really know why. It's just kind of something that it is now. And because of that first hospital stay a month ago, which he was there for a few weeks, when he got home, he had some complications due to things that happened in that first hospital run. And last week, I got a call from some family members saying that he was not doing well. They took him back to the hospital. Of course, worried it was his heart, but it's not. It wasn't. Basically, he had gotten some infections, and those infections got into his bloodstream, essentially, and he caused him to become septic. My dad's okay now. He's still in the hospital, but he's doing better. But honestly, between 2 hospital visits and work, and like real work, not YouTube work, but work, and just life, man, YouTube kind of fell off my radar. You may have noticed a while back ago, I kind of had this like week-long comeback where I played a whole lot of Stardew Valley, put up several videos of that. They didn't really get that much attention, and here's what I know, and here's why I feel lost a little when it comes to YouTube, because I got where I am. People ask all the time, they're like, Hodge, why do you have all these views on your songs and there's like no views on the other stuff that you put out? And I always make this joke. You'll see it anytime someone comments that. I always go, I don't know, man, but I'm thinking the same thing you are. But I do know, and the reality is that I answer that question with a joke, because there's a part of me, a lot of me, if I'm being honest, that kind of feels like maybe my 15 minutes are done, and I feel that way a lot when it comes to YouTube. That's not necessarily a bad thing. It could be that YouTube, maybe I'm supposed to be done. I don't know. I don't want to be, and I don't think that there are a lot of you. Maybe there are some of you that don't want me to be either. But I don't know, man. When you get popular doing song parodies, which is what happened with me, and you quit doing song parodies, a lot of times that means you're done. I've seen a lot of parody makers go from parody making into stuff, but I've seen a lot of them not. And I've seen some people that did other stuff go into parody making, and then that becomes most of what they do, and then sometimes they get to go back. They're lucky enough, and I didn't have the following before the parodies. The parodies brought the following, and then when the parodies stopped, a lot of the following stopped. I mean, people are still subbed. They're just not watching the stuff that I put out. And I know, guys, I have to own some of that. I don't put up stuff a lot. I really don't. And that's been partially because the reward to work ratio is not there for me the way that it used to be. The other part of it is that I don't feel as connected to you guys as I used to. I feel like when I look back a few years ago, there was a better community sort of around me that kind of helped me to continue to make videos and pushed me to continue to make videos, and I don't feel like I have that. And by the way, I'm not asking you to be that. You don't have to be that. But that's just where I was a few years ago versus where I am now. Now I have a job that requires a lot more of my time. I have, I'm married, so I have my wife, and we are, doing what we do and being married and enjoying spending time together. We recently adopted a dog, and she's right here. You can't see her, but she's here. Here, we'll pull her out. Hey, Danny, come here. Come here, girl. So this is Danny. This is our dog. Say hey. Say hey to YouTube. Yeah, I woke you up from a nap. Okay. Come lay down. So, we have the dog now, and the dog takes up a lot of our lives and a lot of our time. And, I've spent time doing some of those things, just kind of doing things away from the camera and away from YouTube, and playing a lot of Destiny and talking about streaming it, and I never do. And I've kind of been enjoying life away from that. But if I'm honest, I miss YouTube. I miss you guys. But like I said, I feel a little lost as to what to do. Parodies, I like parodies, but they're not worth it. There's not. If you don't have the time and the money to pump into it, and sometimes even when you do, it's not worth it. In reality, any parody I put up is going to get content ID flagged, and I know that I can dispute that, but it becomes this whole big thing, and honestly, I don't want that. I don't want to fight and all that stuff to put videos up. I just don't want to do that. And so, I spent a lot of time working on an original album, and I put that original album out, and there's been some sales of that, and that's nice. And again, money's not the thing. That's not why I started YouTube. But when you spend a lot of time making some stuff like that, and then you put it out and there's not a response, you as a creator start to think, well, what are the things that get a response? And as of yet on my channel, I've not found that. And even now, I've put out parodies since, my popular ones, and they don't do anything. There's just there's no traction. They don't grab. People aren't checking them out. I don't know. I don't know what the formula is that I had grabbed before and can't find now. But honestly, the last song that I feel like I worked really, really hard at was with Dream Reaver, a friend of mine. And this is a while back. We put a lot of work into a song, a lot of time into a video, a lot of money into a video. Not that we make a ton, but that we put some of our own money. We actually, for the last song we did together, took a portion of the money that we made off the song and put it to the video. We paid for the video with that, honestly, after the fact, and it's been rough. I don't think we made our money back, and that's fine. We don't have to. But even that, the video didn't get a whole lot of play, and we spent a lot of time and money and energy on it. And it's frustrating. As a creator, it's frustrating to make a thing and it not really get any traction. And even my parodies I've done on my channel since that point don't grab people like they used to. And that's fine. The world changes and people want different things. But parodies are just not feasible for me to do all the time. And I prefer writing original stuff. I'm a legitimate musician, and I enjoy putting out music. The album that I put out, it's personal to me. It means a lot to me. It has real stories in it, and funny stuff too. But it's a representation of who I am, and I really was hoping it would grab more traction, and it didn't, and that's fine. It's out there. I did what I wanted to do. I made an album. So this is what I'm asking of you. Those of you that are still here, those of you that still enjoy seeing me do content, what do you want from me? What do you want to see? There's a part of me that will take that into consideration. Obviously, I have to do things that interest me and excite me, but I want to know what you want to see, because at the end of the day, if I'm creating content, I want to be creating content that my viewers will watch. And those of you who are subscribed, those of you who are going to see this, those of you who will respond to this in comments, you matter, and I want to know what you want to see. I want to know what kinds of things you want to do. So I have a plethora of games, you know, on my computer that I can play, that I have access to. One of the cool things that's happened to me recently is I've gotten kind of connected with this website that distributes keys for review copies of games, and so I'm like almost every day getting review copies of games. Normally smaller games, smaller indie games you may have heard of, games you may not have heard of. One of the things I really used to like to do was reviews, little one-off reviews, first-time looks. I don't know if you guys loved those because I only did a few. And so now would be the time. If that's something you want to see, let me know. If you want to see whatever, any type of game, put it down in those comments. I cannot know what you want to see unless you tell me, and I'm asking you to tell me. The biggest thing that I miss, if you were to talk to me today versus 3 years ago, 2 years ago, when I was at my peak, I miss the community that surrounded this channel. And I understand that a lot of it is gone because I kind of wasn't around. I went from being a very active, streaming once a week, putting up multiple videos a week, because I wasn't really, I mean, that's what I was doing, to having to go back to a real job with more hours, and I kind of fell by the wayside. And I get that. That's on me. However, what I'm asking is, in whatever capacity I can be here on YouTube, what do you, the viewer, want to see? So that's what I'm asking. I'm asking you to let me know. Put it in the comments, and we'll go from there. Guys, those of you that are here that have stuck through whatever the heck this is, thank you. I have enjoyed every bit of time that that's come from YouTube, between going to conventions and meeting you guys, to the opportunities that I've had in the gaming world. It's been great, and I'm not ready for it to be over. And so in whatever capacity I can be here, I'm going to be here. And I hope that those of you that have stuck through will continue to stick through, continue to encourage me to make content and interact with you guys. That's what I need. I need from you. And if that's where we are, that's what I need. I need encouragement, honestly, from you guys to continue. I need to know you're here. And I used to know that you were here, and maybe I've lost some of that. And maybe you're new and you don't even know what the heck I'm talking about. But you've just stumbled across my videos and you really like them and you wish there were more. Let me know. Let's talk back and forth. I'm on Twitter and I'm on Instagram and I'm all over the place, and interact with me. I want that to happen. I'm a small enough channel that can happen. So let's do it. Anyway, that's rambly, and I know, but you guys have been incredible this whole run. I know that you will continue to be incredible. I haven't called you my scruffs in a while, but you are, and I'm glad you're here, and I'm glad we have this family that we do have. So let me know what you want to see. Let me know what you would be excited to see, even if it's something I've never done before, or even if it's way off of gaming. Let me know. I want to know. Because I like doing lots of things, and I like interacting with you guys. So whatever we can do to make that happen, let's make it happen. Thanks, guys, for being awesome all these years, and continue being awesome. Thank you for remotely paying attention to anything that I put out into the world. It's baffling to me that people like the things that I do. And so for all of my complaining on the front end, I have been very blessed to do this, and very blessed to have anyone at all paying attention. And thank you.